You need to be able to get yourself loose, get yourself going, uh, practice swings. But I think the biggest thing I see is people navigate to the driver too early, and they hit a bunch of drivers before they go play, and they drive right past the putting green and wonder why they can't putt. So you've got to be able to hit some putts. You've got to know the speed. Don't neglect the short shots. Hit a few of those. Um, the driver, yeah, it's fun to be able to hit it. I always teased everybody, and it was really the truth. I'd say, when I was warming up before a round, I'd hit 5 or 6 drivers at the end just to see if I could use it. And they said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, if I can't get it straight enough on the range, I'm certainly not hitting it off the first tee. If I can't find the range, how am I going to find the first fairway? So I'm going to make sure that I think the best thing you can do is warm up what you're going to be using. If you know the course, if you know what you're going to do, the type of shots you're going to have, try to warm up hitting those types of shots. Are you going to hit a lot of mid irons? You're going to hit a lot of short irons. You're going to have a lot of pitch shots. You know, you've got to hit the putting green for sure. I mean, I know so many of them drive by it. I mean, we have this great short game facility at the place I'm at, and it's the most underutilized place I've ever seen. There's hardly anybody ever over there, and they say, "Wow, this is in pristine condition." I said, "Yeah, nobody's here. Of course it is. Nobody uses it." So, I'm over there all the time, and and then the other thing I would say too, if I was told that I had to go prepare for a tournament and I only had 2 weeks, I'd probably spend 90% of my time inside of 40 yards because I need to be able to score. And so, don't neglect the shots that are going to help you score before you go play.